Tēnā koutou katoa, ko Pakakoe te iwi ko Ngāti Tākau Tuku Hapu uri tēnei no Taranaki. Kia koutou o te Atiawa, Taranaki whānui, Ngāti Toa rangatira, ngā mana whenua, ngā kaitiaki me o tēnei whenua. Nei, ko te mihi, kia koutou. Tēnā koutou katoa. It is such a pleasure to be here today, and a huge thank you to the chair, Kate Cherrington, for the invitation. I've also brought up someone very important, our first Māori Ward Councillor of Pōneke, Councillor Whanau. Some of you I have worked with before, some of you, as I see, as a peer for me, especially some of the speakers here today. I have to confess, I've been nervous about opening these events. I feel a bit intimidated because I have so much respect for this kaupapa and everyone in the room today, and so I'm grateful that my fellow councillor has come up to support me. A little bit about how I came to be in this role as Mayor. Look, to be honest, the journey here has been far from perfect. I grew up in Pātea, South Taranaki. Woo, that's right. Which was like a really strong Māori community and really helped set my foundation when I was younger. Eventually I was sent to boarding school, New Plymouth Girls High, which was primarily a very Pākehā environment. That was a huge culture shock for me, and unfortunately set me on a path where I wasn't really embracing who I was. Now I was missing that connection with my iwi, my whānau, my culture, and that had quite a significant impact on actually how I did at school. I actually failed university entrance, so I didn't get bursary. For those of you who are old enough to be part of that education system. But I managed to talk my way into Victoria University, and that's probably why I'm in politics, but actually I failed politics as well, so I didn't make it past first year. So look, and at the same time I was spending, those school years, the university years, pretending I was somebody I wasn't, and it was deeply uncomfortable. I got to my 30s, however, and I decided I'd had enough. I didn't like this pretending, I didn't like this mask. And I remember feeling this pride. So my koro, Rongotu Pātea Kahu Kurunui, the way that he spoke about our iwi and the challenges that Māori had, we both stood on the steps of Parliament to protest for our iwi, and that's how I actually met the Green Party. And I slowly started regaining my pride back. And then I decided politics is the space where I want to be in. So I joined the Green Party and became a lot more immersed in Māori culture. I was able to look up to figures like Marama Davidson, Matiria Ture and Jack McDonald. My whanaunga, Debbie Packer, joined Te Pāti Māori as a co-leader, which was truly wonderful. So let's give her a round of applause. And while not perfect, again, because, Parliament is a colonised space, at least I was surrounded by other, Māori community leaders, and this set me on the path to becoming mayor and, the first Māori mayor of Wellington City. This weighs pretty heavily on me at times. As I've talked about, I've had that imperfect upbringing where even to this day, I'm still reconnecting with my culture. I'm not a confident speaker with Te Reo Māori, and I know there's still so much that I could be doing as a representative for some of our people. But this is where our relationship with Te Tiriti and Mana Whenua has been so crucial, not only for our country or our city, but certainly me as a Māori leader and our councillor here. So Wellington City Council about 3 years ago signed an agreement with Taranaki Whānui Ngāti Toa and tākaihere. And so over the last few years, we've worked really hard to build our relationship and partnership with mana whenua. We also have two pauiwi at the table to ensure that they're part of decision making. They have full voting rights and full pay as well. So on the day-to-day basis, not only do we see the importance of honouring te tiriti, me, as a leader, I take my guidance directly from our iwi leaders. And this is, I take guidance in the sense, how can I best serve our people using their feedback? And this has probably been the biggest privilege I have had becoming mayor and developing as a leader over the last couple of years. And just imagine if every other council, every other political party was doing that as well, what a world this would be. It would be truly fantastic. But as we know, things are far from that at the moment. I think we can all agree that it has been a very challenging time for all of us. We have the Treaty Principles Bill currently going through, pushed by a minority party. Māori wards going to a referendum in the next election after 49 councils have actually signed up for it, which is a significantly positive move. Mana whenua representation on council will, soon be taken away. We have the ministry names in Te Reo Māori being reversed. We have the abolishment of the Māori Health Authority. And so we're seeing quite a clear erosion of our role in democracy. And this provides a pretty challenging environment for many of us leaders and governors across Aotearoa. So what can we do about this? Well, as a result of that, the silver lining is that we're seeing the mobilisation of our people in a very huge way. We saw the protests across Aotearoa on May the 30th, and they were huge. I met with the Mayor of Hawaii last week, who wants to back us up and get in on the action, which is incredible. So it's actually starting an Indigenous movement across the world as well. And to me, that provides a wonderful opportunity for all of us. So it's the coming together through protest, engaging in democracy and supporting and empowering other leaders is certainly the way forward. Next year will be pretty crucial for our movement and the impact that it can have on te tiriti. It's harnessing our inherent care for our community and being inclusive of others, which will, see some success. I know, for me, there's just so much opportunity in the local government space. There are so many governance roles. There are CCOs where we need Māori at the table. So supporting, empowering people to get into those jobs, encouraging our whānau to participate in our democratic system. We know many people don't trust it, and fair enough, but it's our way of ensuring that we elect as many Māori leaders as possible. Supporting our Māori leaders, especially those who have had that imperfect journey. And of course, just ensuring that we always have a voice at the table. Would you like to add anything? No, all good. But it's how lovely for me to be able to share the stage with a Māori councillor, I have some hope for the future, but thank you so much for having me. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.
Tia nei te hau, horoia e te ua. Whiti ai me rā e te rā. Kia ora tātou, hon mai te pēki paki paki.